Venice was beautiful but brief, just enough time to get lost in the streets, overwhelmed by the crowds, and completely captivated by the magic of this floating city. And now, just like that, we're moving on. Today we're leaving Venice behind with a long day of travel ahead of us. One last destination, one last chapter, and no idea what's waiting on the other side. Let's go. Bye-bye, Venice. It's been a hoot. Probably can't see me, it's 4:15 in the morning. We're just about to get our stuff into the shuttle to go to the airport to catch another flight. Where are we off to? You're going to have to wait and see. Guys, here we go. Big one today, but it shouldn't take too long. Let's go. Hey guys, we are at Vienna Airport and we have just been called to go to the boarding section for our next flight. Yes. Sheer joy when your bag arrives intact from a connecting flight. Woo! Hello, baby. Suitcase number 2 has landed. Yay! We're going to have a celebratory espresso to celebrate the arrival of the bags. We're going to have a quick caffeine shot before we head off to try and find a bus to take us into the city. So Paul's off getting the goods. Here comes the man. Alright, we're going to attempt to get a public bus from the airport into Athens. So Paul's not convinced. Hey, it's better than the actual water system in Venice. At least we've walked out, found a bus stop, and we can tap on. So let's be positive about this experience. So far the experience has been pretty good. The bus stop is right outside of the airport, and we've seen one bus depart. There's 4 different buses that go to different parts of Athens, or different places, and this one goes into the city centre. So we've seen one depart for this area, and apparently they run every 20 minutes. So we'll wait and see. We made it onto the bus with luggage. Should cost €6 each, so that's not too bad. It's about a 40-minute drive, so we'll see how we go. And just like that, we're in Athens. Ancient, alive and full of energy, this already feels different. The final stop of our Europe adventure and the perfect place to end it. Let's see what's in store. Well, welcome to our digs in Athens. This is our last accommodation for the entire trip. And what a little gem this one is. So it's basically an apartment. We're the only one here, the only apartment here. And it's, check this out. So we've got our own little courtyard. I mean, it's going to rain, I think, so we probably won't use it much, but what a nice little idea. Got this lovely big old front door, and then inside, we've just arrived, so the suitcases have just been dumped, but check this out. So it's literally a full apartment. It's got couches, got a table. It's actually got, check out the bath, shower is in there, and it's got a little kitchen, bathroom, wardrobe, toilet. You probably don't need to see that, but how cool. It's sizable. And I was just explaining to Paul, you know, when you book things, you get photos, but you're not really sure about the size and how true they actually are. This was actually, I'm fairly sure, one of the cheaper accommodations of the entire trip per night. So I'm pretty stoked actually, because we've got a few nights here. I think we've got 5 nights. No, 4 nights maybe. So I'm pretty stoked, do you reckon?
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Didn't expect it.
Yeah, so the taxi driver that just dropped us off was really helpful. We're in old Athens, so we're not too far from places like the Acropolis and stuff like that. So yeah, I think we'll just settle in, and it's been a day.
We've been on the go for 12 hours.
Since 3 a.m. this morning we got up, so
Yeah.
it's been a day. Anyway, we'll go out at some point, obviously, and show you around a little bit, but we're just going to get settled and have a chill, I think, for a bit. But yeah, what do you reckon? I reckon it's awesome. So we're getting our best Greek on. Paul's having the local brew and I'm having a red wine. We've just demolished a bowl of calamari. Going to go with something Greek and authentic. What are you having for dinner?
Me, a lamb shank caught my attention.
Greek lamb.
Authentic Greek, isn't it?
Well, lamb is a Greek. Yeah, they cook a lot of Greek stuff. So
Okay.
cool. This place is lovely. They've got so many really cool little restaurants around here. So it's just around the corner from where we're staying. So that's cool. If there's one place in Athens that fully commits to Christmas, it's Little Kook. Every inch is transformed. Lights, decorations, characters, colour everywhere you look. It feels less like a cafe and more like stepping straight into a Christmas fairy tale. Over the top, joyful and impossible not to smile. Wow. Morning guys. First morning out and about in Athens, officially. We're heading off for breakfast to a place that we should be able to get some nice view over the place. We're just walking there now and basically just commenting on how much this place reminds us a little bit of Bali, because there's stuff going on, footpaths and roadworks everywhere, and the traffic is mental and nobody indicates, so you're on high alert. thoughts?
What? This joint?
Oh,
It's grubby, hey?
it is a bit grubby, but
It's grubby. There's a lot of graffiti. I don't know. There's a fair bit going on. Yeah.
hello, welcome back. We're at breakfast. We've just ordered from a menu that took a little bit of deciphering, but we got there. We had seen on, socials that this place had a view, so we've asked for the upstairs spot, and of course a view finish because there's a tour group in that spot and it's reserved for a tour group. So we're overlooking the cafe strip / market area of this area. I don't know, I cannot pronounce the names of the places here and do them justice, so give me another day and then I'll start attempting it. This is a traditional, very, very traditional cafe. It's been here a while. Lots of Greek stuff. It says here it is a building from the interwar period. So, wait to see what we get, because we have ordered and we think it's going to be okay, but I think it's going to be big, so we don't know. How are you feeling about it all?
Yeah, mine will be simple. There'll be a lot of it.
Well, yours is the same as mine, except
Okay.
it's just
Different
got
stuff.
different stuff. So,
Yeah, it's not the same.
but he said it'll be big, so I don't know. We'll see what we get. I'll show you when we get it. Well, our food's arrived, and we said we weren't sure what we were going to get. Check this out. So we've decided we're going to camp up here for 2 days.
Yeah. We decided to go big instead of going full Greek.
Full Greek. I think I've got full Greek. It's huge. It's so much. We stayed in Siri, a neighbourhood right in the heart of Athens. It's full of character, with quiet streets in the morning, lively cafes by day, and a warm local buzz at night. Central, walkable, and the kind of place that makes you feel part of the city and not just passing through. Right next to all of this is the ancient Agora, the political and social centre of classical Athens. This is where democracy was debated, and then, just beyond it, people went back to their neighbourhoods like Siri to eat, drink and live their lives. Okay, we've come to discover that a lot of the things to see around here are all paid attractions, so there's not an awful lot that's free, but we're going to try and find as many of the lesser cost ones today, simply because we are going on a big tour of the main attractions in a couple of days' time. So that was the statue of Thetis. We're going to follow the crowds, just keep pounding the pavement, and there's a lot of people out and about today. Seems to be a lot of kids, so I don't know whether it's school holidays or whether it's just they don't go to school on Wednesdays. I don't really know. Yeah. So this area behind this renovation, this is the new entry, and this lower part of the archaeological area is called the Agora, which you can go in. That's another paid thing. Tomorrow, no, the next day, we're going to the top of the hill. But right here now, yeah, this is really close to where we're staying, but it's another expense, so we'll probably just look at this one from the outside. This is Hadrian's library, built by the Roman Emperor Hadrian in the 2nd century. It wasn't just for books, it was a cultural hub for learning and debate. Over time, it's became a church and then a mosque, layers of history stacked into one place. The Gate of Athena was built in Roman times as the ceremonial entrance to the ancient Agora. It was dedicated to Athena, the goddess who protected the city. Walking through here meant entering the civic heart of ancient Athens. Everything's uphill if you're coming to Athens for a walking day. Make sure you got good shoes on. Areopagus Hill is one of the oldest places in Athens. Philosophers debated and legends say that even the gods were put on trial up here. Today it's the best place to pause. From here you can see the whole city, ancient, modern and everything in between. And we're just looking up at the Acropolis. You can't see it very well from here. This unusual sight needs some explanation. Every hour in the heart of Athens, time seems to slow. Outside the presidential mansion, a ritual unfolds that feels almost surreal, precise, deliberate and steeped in history. The guards move in perfect unison, each exaggerated step and carefully choreographed motion, carrying centuries of tradition. Their uniforms may catch your eye first, but this ceremony isn't about spectacle alone. These are the Ev zones, elite ceremonial guards whose movements symbolise strength, discipline and remembrance. Each slow step honours Greece's past, the struggles, sacrifices and resilience that shaped the nation. Even the silence of the crowd feels intentional, as if everyone understands that this is more than just a changing of the guard. In a city that never stops moving, this moment stands still, a quiet reminder that history here isn't locked away in museums. It lives, breathes, and marches on right before your eyes.
Good morning guys, it's been raining overnight quite heavily, so there's a lot of stuff all over the roads this morning. This is the laneway near where we're staying, and there's a lot of little construction stuff going on, and as you can see it's just all floated down the street. So it's also quite a busy little road, this one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Especially around end of day where all the traffic comes down this road. It's a one-way street, and there was a log jam of traffic last night that went up this road and around the corner. It was pretty hectic.
So we've walked this path a few times and I've never noticed that street art. Apparently there's a fair bit of it around here, so we hopefully might see some more, and I'll point it out to you if we catch some. But yeah, we just noticed a girl taking a photograph of that, and we've walked past it and never noticed it before. So we found this cool little place for breakfast this morning. It's about not even a 5-minute walk from where we are. It's so good. It's just in the alleyway with all the nighttime restaurants, but it's open for breakfast and lunch and probably later into the day. I just had this really nice granola bowl and the coffee. Yeah. How was your breakfast?
Yeah, good.
Yeah?
Yeah, enjoyed it.
We'll probably come back tomorrow, I reckon. Just because.
And you're on to a good thing?
Yeah, agreed. The service is good, and it's the coffee. It's all about the coffee for me. If the coffee's rank, then we don't go back. It's a fair thing. Anyone that knows us knows that, coffee is life.
They're not legit.
No, it's markets.
So this is what I call a typical flea market. Just people's old treasures. Brassware, anyone? Needs a bit of a polish, but my God, there's some stuff here. Look at the back of that shop. Coins and books.
Athens doesn't just tell its story through ruins, it writes on the walls. Every corner feels like an open-air gallery where bold murals, political messages and playful characters sit side by side. Some pieces make you stop and think, others just make you smile, but none of it feels accidental. In a city this old, the street art is Athens' modern voice, loud, creative and impossible to ignore.
I'm not sure whether this actually started off as an area for art or whether people have just started it and then started to paint over the top of stuff, but there's just all this stuff just on random walls. I feel like that's been there a while because it's starting to chip off, but the underneath part doesn't really match the bit on top, but it's got these skeleton kind of characters on it. Yeah, I feel like that is part of it. Betty Boop. It would seem that this one was a full length one and then someone's come and graffitied over the bottom part of it, which is such a shame. Do you reckon this guy's got a hoarding problem? Absolutely, he would have no idea what he's got in there. It's just jammed up to the rafters. That's insane, look at it.
Milk crate after milk crate.
Crazy, crazy. I was just joking about these looking like the Athens Louvre and realised that they're actually old excavation or old ruins that have been excavated and protected. Wow, right in the middle of nowhere. This is the first lot of ruins we've seen outside of the archaeological dig area, so yeah, amazing what you find. We haven't been round to this side of town before, so we're not sure what to expect. So this place was only uncovered about 40 years ago. It's remains of a 9th century BC building. So it's fenced off, of course, because you can't get to it. Cool. This one's a bit hard to get. Another one that wasn't on the list. But it's very cool, very colourful.
10 million hands, that's cool.
What? 10 million hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright.
Well, the rain set in and it looks like there's going to be a bit of a storm, but we're all right. Paul's tucking into his whole cow over there. Delicious. The weather may have turned on us at the end of the day, but it didn't dampen the experience. If anything, it made it more memorable. This is almost the end of our European adventure, and next week's video is packed with one final, unforgettable day that meant a lot to us. One last experience we can't wait to share. Thanks for coming along, and support us by hitting that like, subscribe, comment and hype too. We'll see you in the next one. Cheers!